Good morning and welcome back to Northwest Quest Moto. I'm Scout Solo and I am here. Where oh boy. Or so. The tide is coming in. This is the furthest out I've ever been here. And not recommended. It moves in fast. Within an hour or two, all of this will be underwater. Oh boy. There we go. That's and that's why you don't go out this far. Oh boy. As I was saying, fuck it. Okay, welcome back. Okay, a few highlights from this place. There are picnic tables, fire pits. This one has showers. This might be the most luxurious campground I've ever seen, the most crowded. There is very little space between one and his or her neighbors. Very little space indeed. And so yeah, but there are showers, there's running water. I imagine there's a spigot somewhere, or the faucet in the showers. So really quick, easy beach access. Haven't yet looked at the beach, but we'll obviously do that together. And yeah, so this place is, all in all, it seems like a good spot. Very crowded. Last night I came in early and I was pitching my tent in the dark, and not one but two people from different campsites came to offer me a flashlight. I was stubborn. I told them I just wanted to be able to prove that I could set my tent in the dark, which I could in under 20 minutes. I was completely moved in, no big deal. And yeah, so let's check this place out. And yada yada yada, bada boom bada bing. Northwest Quest Moto. I gotta get the main camera going. Okay, Oregon Beachside State Park, Central Oregon coast. Gonna do a half a loop here. So, a lot of sites here. A lot of sites. Over 60 of these. This is a very crowded campground. There's bathrooms, showers, how the layout is. Maybe it's a figure eight, a couple of donuts, 40 to 50 beach access. We're in the 30s now. Oh, I need to look out for running water. There is running water in the bathrooms. There's showers too. These are some fancy bathrooms for a campground. And look at that, water right there. There's like a water shack and a bathroom. Spigot. We're in the 40s here. It's the middle of the campground. There's another row closer to the beach. There's still a green space barrier. We've got a beach path here. Again, it's a cool campground, but they are crammed back together. So it depends on privacy. Okay, well, there's another loop there. We'll see that later. I have to get to town for breakfast and coffee. I'm under provision here. So, scout out. This place is pretty cool. I'm digging the Tibetan vibes here. Bread and Roses Cafe. This is quite the improvement from my normal bit of coffee. I subsist off of gas station coffee 5 days a week, so I'm going to enjoy this. See you later. Scout out. This place, pretty good, very cozy. Bread and Roses, Yachats, Oregon, one of my favorite sleepy little towns, perhaps my most favorite on the coast. But I've just had 4 shots of espresso, 2 large cups of coffee, and a pastry treat. So I'm pretty cranked up right now. So let's go for a ride. We'll go kind of fast. Southbound towards Thorswell. Scout out. Okay, welcome back once more. Scout Solo here. final thoughts on where is this place I am at. Oregon Beachside State Park. It is, as I understand, the most popular state park in Oregon, so book early. Video coming out on how to do that soon. Very crowded. They jam several dozen sites into this tiny little space on the ocean, on the coast. And so yeah, lots of people here, but friendly folks, good experience. More combinations than anything I've ever seen on a campground. They have running water in the bathrooms, showers, dog hitching stations, feet washing stations. There's a lady on site who sells firewood, and $5 a bundle. So yeah, when you're camping on the coast, you're not going to have an easy time sourcing your own firewood, so that's what you got to do. You got to glamp it up sometimes. And yeah, handicap sites are available, and I believe they're first come first serve after 7 p.m. for the non-handicapped, if all other sites are booked. And I believe they just have you know, concrete pads everywhere and an elevated fire pit, which is kind of cool. And yeah, I saw some RV hookup sites at particular sites, so plan accordingly. And yeah, I probably forgot something. Oregon Beachside State Park. That's the Highway 101 you hear in the background, north-south. And yeah, this place is cool, man. Great beach access. As crowded as it is here, you can carve out all your own space on the beach. It's not a crowded beach at all. So yeah, great experience. And as always, for the motorcycle types, I'll sneak in some footage at the end of the video here, so you can see what it's all about. There's some awesome trips, some awesome rides out here. So yeah, and that's all I have to say about that. Thanks for watching. Scout out. Again, thanks for watching, and tune in next time. We'll look at some stuff and some things. And for the motorcyclists, I'll have some of the coastal highway runs snuck into the end of the video. I'm Scout Solo. Join us next time for blah 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 blah. Hi there, Scout here. A couple of thoughts on this campground. One of the interesting things I've noticed in touring all the campgrounds here is, look at that. I don't want you to miss this. Monologue suspended, huh? Beachside State Park. I believe I've read it is the most popular state park in Oregon for obvious reasons, eh? One curious thing I've noticed in touring all these campgrounds here is the veritable nature of campers. They seem to differ from place to place. For instance, here in Beachside, only half a mile or so north of Tillicum, my favorite campground, I suspect, these people here seem to be the most accommodated, modular. I mean, this is like a crowd of homesteaders here. I've never seen as many portable modular sinks and covers and shelters and accommodations, and I mean, they're bringing their own waste disposal units. It's there's quite a bit of an excessive camper crowd here. That's neither a criticism nor a compliment, just an observation. So take no offense if any of you accommodated folks are watching. But compared to the last camp I toured, North Washington, east of Snoqualmie there, people there, in my subjective experience, had were the least adept at campground etiquette. They tied dogs to their trees so they could bark all day. My neighbors, very nice folks, hope you're watching, I love you, brought two I mean newborn babies, you know, and who just cried the whole time. Not the whole time, that's not fair, but and most notably, folks would walk right through my campground, right by my tent, which was a little weird to me. I don't know if that's a courtesy or privacy that should be expected, but it is one that I have up until now had reasonable expectations of, which I no longer do. Tillicum seems to have just a nice folksy brand of middle range campers. There's certainly some fancy RVs and whatnot, but side note, these folks here, I rolled in late last night, and not one but two came from different campgrounds, came over to offer me some light. And so far my subjective experience here is that these folks are very well equipped. These homesteaders here are also very polite. So this is a very packed campground. They jam a lot of stuff into a little space. You can see all the RVs poking out there. These people have all the stuff and things. So here you have it. Apologies for the diatribe. Scout solo here. I'm going to enjoy this a little bit, but I think I want to head south and maybe grab a snapshot and the Thor's Well and stuff down there. That's an ongoing quest, so look for stuff for that. And yeah, Oregon Beachside, Pacific Northwest, Scout solo, Northwest, blah 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 blah, boppity bop, out.